Peace, peace. All. Thank you for tuning in to the Clean Sweet Podcast. I am your host, Mr. Ijust McIntosh. I am the owner, the founder, and the CEO of JMD Janitorial. And without any further delay, we're just going to speak today about unveiling the power of YouTube and 10 reasons why branding your cleaning business on YouTube is essential. So let's just first speak about branding. You know, that falls under the category of marketing. Now, I'm not a marketing expert. I do have a marketing company that I outsource my brand to. Shout out to the Hustle Lab. So, branding is name recognition. So my best example is if you're somewhere unfamiliar on vacation and you see a store that you're familiar with, 9 times out of 10, you're going to go to that store versus a brand or a store that you're unfamiliar with. So if you're like me and you're from the Northeast and you may vacation in the summer months down in the South, then you know that there are different type of stores that it happens with down south versus um, being up north. So branding is essential to building your business. So, and speaking specifically for myself, it is very important about building my own business. So let's just see this here. This might be a better view. But for me, I definitely need my specs on. All right, so here we go. All right, we're going to dive right into it. And with this particular podcast, it is informational. I am going to provide you with some anecdotes. And as I have these particular outlines of the format for the podcast, I'll certainly insert my anecdotes. I'll insert my real life experiences that I've been challenged with as a business owner in the commercial cleaning industry in the great state of New Jersey. So, once again, we're speaking about unveiling the power of YouTube and 10 reasons why branding your cleaning business is essential. So, I'm going to go with number one, visibility and reach. Okay, YouTube is one of the second largest search engines after Google. It offers a vast audience reach by consistently posting content. Your cleaning business can reach potential clients locally and globally. So let me just stop right there and let me give you my anecdote or my experience with JMD Janitorial and my channel here on YouTube. And with point number one of 10 reasons why branding your cleaning business is essential here on the YouTube platform. So, number one is visibility and reach. So, being able to upload your content on YouTube is free. The Where that rubber meets the road is essentially how are you going to create the content. So, for me, as a commercial cleaning business owner, it's easy for me to be out in the field. Even at some point, if you go back to some of my earlier videos, that I'm actually doing the cleaning at that time, and I would just literally set up my camera. And with setting up my camera, I would create different angles, and I may have to clean the same spot over and over. But, essentially, that's what I would do. I would just film myself. Now, obviously, it would be on a day where there's nobody in the building. So let's say like a Sunday. I would just go and I would clean the account if we're required to clean the account 7 days a week, with permission and consent from the customer. I would just film me cleaning. And then I had to familiarize myself with editing platforms. So for me, I like to use Adobe for my editing, Premiere Pro when I'm doing long formats, or Premiere Adobe Express when I'm doing my YouTube shorts or my short videos. So with now having content that is niche to what I do as a business, which is commercial cleaning, to the channel that I have on YouTube, it became easier for me just to capture the content, edit it, and then upload it. So I was able to get the information or the video clips out there. And that's what I mean by having that reach and the consistency of uploading videos, which allowed me to be visible on such a huge platform like YouTube, and having the potential to reach hundreds of people in the beginning, then thousands of people, then tens of thousands, then hundreds of thousands. And then you start to understand the consistency. You want to create the quality in your content. In the beginning, you may not have great quality. If you go back to some of my old videos, I certainly didn't have great quality. I was just finding my way, but I was consistent with my uploads. So we're going to step to point number two. So if you're just joining us on this live, we're talking about unveiling the power of YouTube and 10 reasons why branding your cleaning business on YouTube is essential. So, content showcase. What do we mean by content showcase? Or what do I mean by content showcase? Okay, so your content, you can utilize YouTube to exhibit your cleaning techniques. So I would have like playlist, and on my playlist I would have restroom care or carpet care or VCT floor care or office cleaning care. And within that, it allowed me to show, for example, that we use a color coded rag system for cleaning different surfaces and cleaning different rooms. So, like a difference between what rag you're going to use in a restroom versus what color rag you're going to use in a cafeteria slash break room. It allowed me to show my different techniques, and how we're able to, as a company, have some form of rhyme or reason or quality control. Once again, it allowed me to show like the effectiveness of the products that we were using. So, especially during the pandemic, where the office spaces that JMD and my company we were cleaning, they were almost like hybrids. So the non-essential workers were able to work from home, but the essential workers in this corporate office were still had to attend and come to work every day. So that allowed us to literally be there every day during the pandemic. And I was able to show the different disinfectants that we were using, that were EPA graded disinfectants, but it also allowed me to show, like during the pandemic, the dilution ratio. So if you're in the cleaning commercial industry or not, you understand the dilution ratio in the sit time of that particular disinfectant, and when you're applying it to a surface, that will also exhibit the effectiveness of the product that you're using. So we were able to show like before and after transformations. So like strip and wax jobs. So at that point, we were able to show the video of how the floor looked prior to us cleaning the floor. And then once we did the strip and wax job, the entire process of doing a strip and wax job step by step, and then show the end result. So that's what I mean by content showcase. Just to recap content showcase and how it being able to exhibit your techniques, cleaning techniques, and effective products that you use on YouTube is essential to your business. So, like client testimonials or employee testimonials. I was able to, capture all of my employees or a customer, shared that with YouTube, and uploaded a video. It allows you to show, your appreciation as a small YouTube channel, the subscribers that you have, and the community that you're building. So I think that's also great as far as your content showcase. Okay. And it gives you a visual representation that can significantly impact potential customers because, yeah, I'm doing this for potential customers. I'm doing this to potentially generate revenue. I would be intellectually dishonest if I didn't say that that wasn't the case. But to be completely transparent, I'm also on YouTube because when I first opened up my cleaning business and I didn't have too much training or anything like that, I went to YouTube University and I came across the channel. Shout out to my guy AJ Simmons and a handful of other commercial cleaning channels here on YouTube, and I learned a lot. Like, how to do walkthroughs. I learned, how to bid my customers, how to do an estimate, difference between an office estimate, a difference between a VCT floor strip and wax or a carpet extraction estimate, and how you would have to charge a different rate per square footage in order to for any one of those tasks or duties, or a deep clean for that matter, or understanding that you're going to charge more if a customer only wants 1 day of cleaning versus 2 day of cleaning versus 7 days of cleaning. The prices normally gets cheaper the more frequently that you're servicing that particular customer. So not only showcasing my content on YouTube for potential customers, but also coming to YouTube to get other content creators who are in my industry. They were showcasing their content, and it was a each one teach one. So once again, shout out to AJ Simmons. He's certainly a titan in the commercial cleaning industry. So if you're just joining us on this live, this is episode number 14 of the Clean Sweet podcast. It is going to be on two playlists. You're going to see it on the live stream playlist, but you also can find it on the Clean Sweet podcast playlist here on the YouTube channel of JMD Janitorial. And the Clean Sweet podcast is powered by JMD Janitorial. And we're speaking about, in episode number 14, unveiling the power of YouTube and 10 reasons why branding your cleaning business on YouTube is essential. It always has been, but even now in 2023. So I gave you a few anecdotes about it's more than just uploading videos. It's about leveraging platform capabilities and the AI integration that YouTube has implemented with the tools that allow you to edit and create shorts and remix your videos to create additional shorts. If you so happen to run out of content, you can repurpose previous content that you had. So the platform's capabilities to create a lasting impact, engage with an audience that you're curating, a community that you're building, establish your brand as a trusted authority within the cleaning industry for myself and my brand, JMD Janitorial. So I gave out of 10 two uh, points, some content, which is visibility and reach, content and showcase. And then now, number three, we're going to go with engagement and feedback. Okay, so what do I mean by engagement and feedback? And how does that correlate with the power of YouTube and 10 reasons why branding your cleaning business is essential, specifically here on YouTube? So, YouTube allows you to direct engagement through comments, through likes, through shares, and engage with viewers, foster a sense of community, and allows you to address concerns or questions in real time. So, once again, here's my anecdote and here's my example of why engagement and feedback. So, I've uploaded, nearly 300 videos. Some of them were promotional ads. Some of them were videos where I don't speak at all. I just have music playing, showing a 10-second clip. So I would get feedback, whether it was, hey, man, I noticed that a cord was in the water while you were doing the strip and wax. That seems unsafe. Then I would have to give like a real time feedback answer or comment and just say, those cords are waterproof. They're meant to have the ability to withstand getting water in them, so that you may have to go over your equipment prior to starting your job to make sure that you don't have any holes inside of those cords. But I thank the person for posting and sharing their comment because that was a valid point of view. So other examples are, I will have someone that would say, "Hey, man, great job with that cleaning of the floors of the strip and wax. What was that you used on the floor? Do you use stripper?" My company, we don't necessarily use stripper because, and I'm gonna tell you why. And no knock to using stripper on a floor to do a strip and wax job. It's literally written in the name. But if you only have one custodian that's doing a small section, if you use stripper, you have to quickly get up that stripper off of the floor. But if you use a industrial cleaning agent or product or solution, then you can use mix the solution into the water, spread it out on the floor. You can then use your side to side machine, strip the floor, right? Get all the old wax down, get all the dirt, and then that same custodian can then use a shop vac, and he doesn't have to worry about hurrying up and doing section by section, because then he's worried about the stripper, which is going to dry up, evaporate very quickly, and adhere to the floor, and you just have to constantly repeat that step. So you can use one custodian in lieu of using stripper on the floors to get the same square footage done, where normally you would have to pay two custodians. Okay, so that was another example of being able to address comments, whether they were initially to be looked at as, "Hey, man, I wouldn't do it that way," or it could be a genuine concern or a comment from someone who's on the come up in the same industry saying, "Hey, listen, man, I normally got to pay two people to do a 1,000 square foot strip and wax job, where just removing the stripper and using an industrial cleaning agent, you can just use one custodian in the relative same amount of time, maybe a little bit over, but that will also increase your profit margin." Okay, so we already spoke about visibility and reach, which is essential when talking about branding. And the 10 reasons why branding your cleaning business is essential on YouTube. So that's visibility and reach. That's content showcase. That's engagement and feedback. Now, the next one is number 4. That is trust building. Okay, so sharing success stories of your business, your client's experience and their interaction with you as a business, testimonials from your employees can build trust with potential clients. And that's all because of the reach and the visibility that you will have on such a large YouTube platform. And again, we're talking about within the framework of branding, not necessarily the macro of marketing when you're talking about target marketing in order to generate leads or sales. We're just talking about branding in this situation. So you have to be able to separate, the macro of marketing as a whole. Then within that macro, there are many micros within marketing. And one of them is branding. Of course, you always want to have a return on your investment, and marketing is not excluded from that. But branding is just as important as target marketing in order to generate leads and sales, depending on what situation you're in. If you grow to the point where you can use marketing for target marketing and get a return on that investment, and then use that return on that investment towards branding, which, yeah, that's going to give you a return on your investment, but it's not an immediate return on your investment as if you were doing target marketing. So that's why I think trust building is very important. So now we're going to go to number 5, and the fifth one of unveiling the power of YouTube and 10 reasons why branding your cleaning business on YouTube is important. And number 5 is educational content. So, what do I mean by that? Providing tutorials, providing tips, and informative videos within the industry that you're in. So, in my situation, it's commercial cleaning. JMD Janitorial. So I provide also informative content, informative videos, not only to showcase our expertise with floor jobs and carpet extractions or disinfecting or deep cleans, but also to position our brand as an educational resource within the cleaning industry as a trusted brand that people can come to and know that they're not going to get taught to how to cut corners and cheat your customers. Because at the end of the day, it's all about a fair exchange, no robbery. If you put your brand out there and you tell a customer, hey, listen, you're going to take your money and part of your profit, you're going to hire a professional cleaning business, then you need to provide exceptional service. If not, then get out the business. You're only making it bad. Well, I'm not even going to say that because now we're in the time of separating the wheat from the chaff. But you only make companies like mine's look that much better because our motto is professional, reliable, and great customer service. So, yeah, that's the importance of having educational content when we're talking about unveiling the power of YouTube and 10 reasons why branding your cleaning business is essential on YouTube. So, before we go to the last five points that we're going to make in unveiling the 10 reasons why branding your cleaning business on YouTube is essential, in this particular podcast episode, number 14, during this live stream of this particular podcast episode, we're going to introduce a new segment. And the segment is called Mop Your Brow, right? So it's like you think about wiping your brow, and it's a idiom. So it's an expression. And this idiom is meant to convey ideas of wiping away sweat or fatigue after working hard or putting in a good effort. And for the cleaning industry, this aligns perfectly with several aspects. And I'm going to name these several aspects that this segment, which is powered by JMD Janitorial and powered by the Hustle Lab. Yes, peace to the Hustle Lab. So here we go. We're going to convey this idea of mopping the brow. Physical exertion. Number one, cleaning often involves physical labor requiring significant effort, especially for tasks like scrubbing floors, lifting heavy objects, or deep cleaning. The phrase relates to physical intensity of these particular tasks. Number two, of mopping your brow. In the idiom of mopping your brow, okay, it's attention to detail. Very important in the cleaning industry, especially when you're talking about quality control and doing inspections. The cleaning industry demands meticulous attention to details, completing tasks thoroughly, and ensuring every corner is spotless can be mentally and physically draining. You got to mop your brow sometimes. Take it from me, because sometimes at one point I had to be the cleaner and I had to take that hat off and then be the guy that does the quality control in the inspections, not only in my section, but in my employee sections as well, because some accounts required at the end of each month, I had to turn in an inspection report. And this inspection report is a performance review. And I had to be as objective as possible when qualifying this particular review for my cleaning business. So, at any rate, customer satisfaction. After putting in hard work to make a space clean and tidy, there's a sense of accomplishment and relief similar to feeling of wiping away sweat after a strenuous activity. So, playing ball, working out, what have you. Sometimes you got to mop your brow, okay? And that's why this idiom is aligns perfectly with the cleaning industry in this particular segment of episode number 14 of the Clean Sweep podcast. And hang on, because we got five more points that we're going to speak about and five more benefits that we're going to speak about. And we're going to unveil five more reasons why branding your cleaning business on YouTube is essential. So just hang in there as we go and clear out this particular segment of Mop Your Brow. So, fast paced environment. Hey, some people think that all the cleaning is done after your customer leaves the facility. That's not true. We have what are known as day matrons, and sometimes you got to clean in a fast paced environment while the customer are still inside of the locations and they're working. So, in commercial cleaning, especially for larger spaces or when handling multiple clients, there might be times of constraint. The phrase can represent the quick pace at which cleaning professionals take a moment to pause and acknowledge their efforts. Hmm, Moving right along. Number five. Okay. Problem solving. Cleaning often involves tackling unexpected challenges, whether it's stubborn stains or unique cleaning requirements. Overcoming these hurdles can be likened to relief felt after mopping your brow when the task is finally accomplished. Yes. So, thank you for those who are watching the Clean Sweep podcast, powered by JMD Janitorial, and you're watching Brother Ijust McIntosh, the owner, the CEO, the founder of JMD Janitorial, and me coming from behind the camera and getting in front of the camera and sharing my experiences with you of being in the commercial cleaning industry and what value I want to bring to YouTube, and what value, most importantly, that I want to bring to up and coming commercial cleaning business owners who may not have the resources to go directly to a large company and get commercial cleaning training. Well, this will help you understand, and these podcasts is intended to help you understand the nuances, the learning curves that one is going to go through. Number one is being a business owner, which I tip my hat off to you, and then number two, being a business owner in the commercial cleaning industry. So I appreciate those who are still on, and we're just about done, y'all. We got five more reasons that I'm going to unveil, five more benefits that I'm going to unveil for y'all for this fabulous community that JMD Janitorial is building here on YouTube. And this is unveiling the power of YouTube and 10 reasons why branding your cleaning business on YouTube is very important. So, just as a quick recap, we went through number one, visibility and reach. Number two, showcase content. Number three, engagement and feedback. Number four, building trust. Number five, educational and content. So now we're going to go to number six of the 10 reasons why branding your cleaning business on YouTube is essential: SEO and online presence. So, as far as SEO, I'm not going to go too far in depth. That's why I have outsourced that particular aspect to um, a marketing firm. Shout out to the Hustle Lab once again, in the Kia over at the Hustle Lab. But I do research the analytics, and they're quite simple that YouTube provides you about the performance of your channel. And sometimes you may have to watch a YouTube video on how to understand the analytics that YouTube provides you in the SEO, search engine optimization, of how your videos, your shorts, long formats, short formats, lives, podcast episodes, but how they're performing on YouTube. So, YouTube videos are indexed by Google, improving your SEO. Optimizing titles, descriptions, and tags can increase visibility on both platforms, enhancing your overall online presence. So, that is a benefit. That's, to me, number six, and the reason why I brand my cleaning business on YouTube, and I feel that it is essential. So, what do you think? Do you think that branding your business on YouTube, whether it's I don't care what business you're in, especially if you're in the cleaning business. Do you think it's essential? If not, post it in the comment. Let me know. Share your experiences. I would certainly like to know. Now, moving right along to number 7, cost effective marketing. Compared to traditional advertising, television, radio, YouTube offers a cost effective way to market your services. Creating and sharing videos incur minimal expenses, yet potential yields significant returns. And it does. It really does. Now, here again, I'm going to be transparent with my community that I'm building. I would be intellectually dishonest if I told you here on YouTube that I have not tested out the advertising or the marketing of some of my content. I have. Now, I have not set aside a large budget. It may have been 25, 50 bucks. Once I saw a video has performed very well organically, especially my short videos, then I would put $25, 50 bucks behind that video, which has already performed very well organically and has netted me some subscribers. And then within that SEO and the analytics from YouTube studios, I get to see exactly how many of those subscribers are returning subscribers and non-subscribers, and then I get to evaluate my performance. So it is very cost effective as far as comparing it to traditional marketing. And especially when you're talking about radio ads and taking out billboard ads, and you're talking about all other formats of advertising other than like flyers, or if you put out like lawn signs about your business. But even lawn signs, I mean, shit, a lawn sign can cost you, 10 bucks. So, especially if you want them to be water resistant, or weather resistant, should I say. All right. So, moving right along. Number 8, personal connection. Okay. YouTube allows you to have a personal connection. All right. It allows you to introduce your team through short videos like I do. And I introduced my team. So the guy that does all of the strip and wax jobs, I record him. I create short videos, and then some of them I speak, some of them I don't. But it allows me to introduce my team to an audience, which allows me to show the type of skills that we have. I also share behind the scene content. So, like for example, if we close a customer, how I generate leads for my cleaning business, behind the scene footages of when I'm taking a webinar of how to get bonded for your cleaning business, especially when you're going for bid accounts through like the federal government or state agencies or county agencies or state agencies, or bidding on schools, for example, school districts. They require a bond, an assured bond for your business, which is separate from insurance. So I do share behind the scene footage and content, which allows me to make a personal connection. And it's time versus savings. It literally costs me nothing but time. It doesn't cost me anything across from my initial investment with a quality phone, which has quality video, um, a quality camera. And I remember, if you go back to it's a quick sidebar, but if you go back to some of my old videos, I remember not having a good camera. I remember the quality of my videos, as far as the pixels go and the clarity goes, because I didn't have a high quality resolution formatted phone at the time. So, all of that matters, and it helps you make a personal connection. So, in this particular episode of the Clean Sweep podcast, which is powered by JMD Janitorial, I am the host, Ijust McIntosh, the founder, the owner of JMD Janitorial. In episode number 14, which is simultaneously a live broadcast, we're unveiling the power of YouTube. and 10 reasons why branding your cleaning business on YouTube is essential. Has it always been? Huh. I don't know, but I know in 2023, it is very, very essential. If you disagree or agree, post your comment in the comment section below. Okay, so now we went through and we're approaching number 9. So, as a quick recap, I'm going to just go over some of the reasons why I shared or why I think branding your cleaning business on YouTube is essential. So, number 1 is twofold, it's compound, visibility and reach. Number 2, you get to showcase your content. Number 3, engagement and feedback. Number 4, trust building. Number 5, educational content. Number 6, SEO and online presence. Number 7, cost effectiveness for marketing purposes intended. Personal connection is number 8. And then now we're talking about number 9, which I think is very cool. And in my mind, that's going to be partnership and collaborations. So let's talk about partnership and collaborations, especially here on YouTube. So, like I said in the beginning or in the opening monologue of this particular episode, if you haven't done so, go ahead and subscribe. Subscribe right now if you forgot, if you're rolling right along with me. But I spoke about when I first got into the commercial cleaning business. Fortunately, I got with a franchise, a master franchisor. I'm not going to say their name, but anyway, I received 5 weeks of commercial cleaning training, with at the end receiving a certification and a OSHA certification, which was very important. But that commercial cleaning training, which was essential and important to my growth and development and where I'm at now as a business owner, although it was pivotal, it lacked context. And there's a lot of context with being a business owner, especially a commercial cleaning business owner. That's where you're going to get anecdotes from. That's where you're going to get examples from. And then I went on YouTube, and one of the titans in the commercial cleaning industry from my community, who I always give and show salute to, is AJ Simmons. He's a YouTube creator, and he is the owner of Clean Biz Network. And I'm not going to go too far into that. You can always check him out here on YouTube. And if you're new to the commercial cleaning industry and you want to learn more about it or how to start your business, you can go back and look at some of my old content, or you can look at some of AJ's content. But there's a handful of us. My point, overall point that I'm making here with number 9 reason why partnerships and collaborations are important is I found AJ Simmons and other commercial cleaning owners who were sharing their content, their successes, and their losses, which was important. And they don't teach you that in commercial cleaning training. It's more about how to use equipment. So being able to come here on YouTube and being able to find easily just found put in typed in commercial cleaning, found AJ Simmons, who's again the titan within the industry, someone who looks like me, which was very important because it almost came across like he was talking directly to me. That's why that connection was so important. Now, long and behold, some years go by, and I started creating content because I wanted to do the same thing that was done for me. I wanted to share my experiences, not even thinking about monetizing, not even thinking about how many subscribers I'm gonna have and all of that stuff. It was just more about I wanted to return the favor, and I wanted to share with new and upcoming commercial cleaning business owners or cleaning business owners the nuances of owning a commercial cleaning businesses. Whether you're independent and didn't have no training at all, or you went to a master franchisor and you received some form of training in the commercial cleaning industry. Well, I wanted to share my experiences, and through that, I wind up collaborating with AJ Simmons. And it was crazy because you think about it, my best analogy is it's like when you hear about some of the guys like Kobe, rest in peace to Kobe Bryant, but he would say, he grew up watching Michael Jordan. So when he had a chance to play with Michael Jordan, it was crazy to him. When you hear these young kids talk about, I grew up watching Jay or hearing, listening to Jay-Z. Then they got into the hip hop industry and became an MC, and then they made a record with Jay-Z. There's so many examples, whether that's in acting or you own a restaurant. But that's beside the point. The point is we're talking about personal partnerships and collaborations. And lo and behold, I was able to collaborate with AJ. He invited me on, which I was grateful to be on his platform. And I received an interview or had an interview with him on his podcast. And if you go back to some of his videos, you'll see he brings on people all the time to speak about their successes, some of their losses, and it's all in lieu of sharing that experience and content with up and coming um, commercial cleaning business owners, but also for myself, just showing the world and who we're broadcasting to that there are Black and Latino business owners and successful business owners in the commercial cleaning industry. So, I think that collaborating with influencers, especially when you're in the same business or industry, dealing with other industry experts can expand your reach and introduce your services to new audience here on YouTube and potential customers. But in this particular episode of the of the Clean Sweep podcast, we're talking about branding. So we're going to keep it within that framework of just branding, not within the overall macro of marketing. But within that macro, we're talking about the micro of just branding, not looking for, in this particular instance, about a return on your investment, an ROI, which means that I'm targeting marketing so I can get leads, so I can get potential contracts signed, so I can generate some revenue. That's ultimately where we want to do. But you can walk and chew gum at the same time. And even that return on the investment that you may get a customer from target marketing, do as thou willest with that revenue. Me personally, I take that revenue and I direct it to branding, which in the long run may provide me with a new customer, but I understand that that's a slow walking machine. I'm just looking for name recognition. I'm looking to introduce myself in my business across the algorithms of social media, knowing that YouTube is powered by Google. So it's like putting yourself on YouTube, and if your credentials are aligned on you, on especially in Google, like Google My Business, and making sure that all your information with your business is aligned through Google, then it's really a no-brainer. It's like an alley hoop putting your content here on YouTube. And I spoke about other reasons why in the 10 reasons why branding your cleaning business here on YouTube is essential. So let's just go to the last part and the last reason why. And I thank those who have been hanging on with me and waiting to the end and finding out the 10th. Are y'all ready? Let's hear that drum roll. But the 10th reason why branding your cleaning business here on YouTube is essential, and that's analytics and insight. Okay, so YouTube's analytics provides valuable ideas. It provides valuable data, and it allows you to see like viewer demographics. So let me give you an example because I'm gonna park the car right there when we're talking about viewer demographics. So when I go into YouTube Studio and I swipe across, I get to see my audience. I get to see what time my audience who are likely to watch my type of content are online according to my post. I get to see what region of the United States or of the world that majority of my audience are checking my content from. So, this being the age group, being the male or female, being the demographic physically, this is all crucial because then you almost get to shape, form, fashion your content to curate within that community. And you get to see, how much engagement that you actually have and that your content is creating. You get to see the watch time, so like my best example is between long and short format videos. So like if I'm creating shorts and it's showing a strip and wax job, and I go into the YouTube studio into the research tab, and then I put in strip and wax job, that ranks high. That means that there are a lot of people on YouTube wanting to either see or know how to do strip and wax job. So I would create content around strip and wax jobs, make sure my edit game was on point. I will upload those shorts, and then I will pin at the top of the comment section in that short video that led to other shorts that were related or within the edit portion in YouTube Studios. I would then pin to the top of the comment section long format videos, which allows me to have a longer watch time. There you have it. So you may have, like for me, and I'm again, transparency number two during this podcast, it may have a lot of subscribers, doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get monetized here on YouTube, straight up and down. You can do very well as far as having a lot of subscribers like myself, which in my mind, having nearly 10,000 subscribers is a lot. That's an accomplishment within itself because I remember when I only had one. And it might have been me myself from another profile that I created to be my first subscriber. Transparency number three, just keeping it real with y'all here in this community. So get back to it. YouTube analytics provide data, valuable data on viewer demographics, watch time, and engagement metrics. So it allows you to see at what point of the video people are either posting a comment, they're dropping off from watching the video, or they're staying on longer, especially in the short videos. I can see, well, people may have stayed on 75%, 95%, 100% versus a video showing me just cleaning the restroom where they only stay on for 15% or 25 or 40%. So now I know that more people are interested in watching strip and wax job. So why not create content around strip and wax job, which allows me to be in a line with my engagement metrics, my watch time, my viewer demographics, because at the end of the day, what am I as a creator without the community that I'm building here on YouTube? What am I as a content creator? It's like I'm talking to a brick wall. So I'm obviously creating this content to curate a community. And if the demographics and the analytics that YouTube provides your business and your content as a creator, it provides you with, then at some point you have to align your content with that particular analytics, or else you're going to be out of whack. So understanding these insights help you tailor content to better serve your audience. So once again, we're speaking about in episode number 14 of the Clean Sweep podcast, which is powered by JMD Janitorial. And I'm your host, Ijust McIntosh, the owner, the founder of JMD Janitorial, and the host of the Clean Sweep podcast. And this episode, number 14, which is titled 10 Reasons Why Branding Your Cleaning Business on YouTube is Essential. And we unveiled the power of YouTube and gave you 10 reasons why you should use YouTube to brand your business. I understand that that falls under marketing, but we're talking about strictly branding and not ROI as far as marketing. I also gave you an antidote that branding your business on YouTube isn't just about uploading videos. It's about leveraging the platform's capabilities to create a lasting impact. It's going to be here forever, man. Create a lasting impact. Help people engage with your audience and establish your brand as a trusted authority in the commercial cleaning industry. Hey, that's just fantastic when I think about that, y'all. So, once again, thank you for watching this live. Watching this, I'm just going to do a quick recap and then I'm going to move on and let you go about your day. And I appreciate each and one of y'all that watched it from the very beginning, or if you're just now tuning in to this live stream. So, number one was visibility and reach. YouTube is the second largest search engine after Google, offering a vast audience reach. By consistently posting your content, your cleaning business can reach potential clients locally and globally. And you can also have an impact on new commercial cleaning industry like YouTube did for me when I checked out the brother AJ Simmons and other commercial cleaning business owners who were gracious enough to share their success and their losses in creating content here on YouTube. So that's just a perfect segue into point number two, content showcase. You can utilize YouTube to exhibit your cleaning techniques, effectiveness of products that you use for your business, like disinfectants. Whether you use strip and wax or an industrial cleaning, that can have an impact on your profit. Before and after transformations, and client and employee testimonials. This visual representation can significantly impact potential customers. Number three, engagement and feedback. YouTube allows for direct engagement through comments, likes, and shares. Engaging with viewers foster a sense of community and allows you to address concerns or questions in real time. Hey, I got my notifications on. I get alerts when the comment come on. I'm not a big YouTube channel, so it's not like I get a bunch of comments. So I'll be honest with you. When I get comments, I'm normally a little bit excited, and then I go back and I reply to the comments. I pin a heart next to them and I reply to the comments. And I thank each and every person for taking out the time for sharing their comments. So, number three, engagements and feedback. Number four, trust building. YouTube allows you to share success stories, it allows you to share losses, it allows you to share client and employee experiences and testimonials that can build trust with potential customers and then potential employees. Okay. Seeing satisfied customers can encourage others to trust your services and your brand. Number five, educational content, which is important to me. Providing tutorials, very important to me. Tips and informative videos not only showcase your expertise, but also position your brand as an educational resource within the cleaning industry. And that's important because it goes to my integrity. I really care. I truly do care, especially for the one that's coming up in the commercial cleaning industry. You don't have a big brand, you don't have a big budget to start off with, you don't have commercial cleaning experience, and you want to answer the number one question, which eludes us small business owners from underserved community without big resources like small business administrations along those lines and development for small businesses. The how to that eludes us, how to do this, how to do that, how to wear many hats as a small business owner. Okay. So SEO, which is number six, SEO and online presence. YouTube videos are indexed by Google, improving your SEO potential, your SEO ratings. Optimized titles, descriptions, and tags can increase visibility on both platforms, enhancing your online presence. So, whether that's a landing page, making sure that all of your I's and your are dotted and your T's are crossed, because that little tittle, which is on the dot of the I, is very important when you're talking about SEO optimization on Google and on YouTube for that matter, because you don't want to have your information all over the place on Google. But that's just a whole nother episode and a whole nother video. Just gave me an idea. Maybe we'll do that as the next video or episode for the podcast. Now, number seven, cost effective marketing. Compared to traditional advertising, YouTube offers a cost effective way to market your business and your services. Creating and sharing videos incurs minimum expenses. It truly does, except for the initial investment of a quality camera, the initial investment of editing tools like me, I use Adobe. I love Adobe, and I have to pay for that monthly subscription, but I think it's worth the investment to put out quality videos versus quantity videos. And creating and sharing videos incur minimal expenses, yet potentially yielding significant returns. Number 8, personal connection. YouTube allows you to introduce your team, share behind the scene content, or highlight community involvement, which I love to do because JMD is involved with the community, especially here in New Jersey. This helps humanize your brand, creating a personal connection with viewers. Because right now, I am the spokesman and I'm the cameraman. So often, a lot of my videos are behind the scene, are shorts because I'm the one that's doing the filming. So it's hard for me to do the filming in such a short period of time and then do the edits. So a lot of times, I'll just put music behind my shorts and redirect through the comment section by pinning that particular video with a long format video, which will lead to my increase my watch time, which can help me with monetizing my YouTube channel. So number 8, personal connection. We spoke about that as far as what YouTube helps with personal connection. So number 9, YouTube, the partnerships and collaborations, which is invaluable. YouTube allows you to collaborate with other influencers, complementary businesses, or industry experts, which can expand your reach and introduce your services to new audience, introduce your brand to new audience, introduce your channel to new audience, which can net you some subscribers, which ultimately can help build your community with returning subscribers. They're going to put on notifications. They're going to watch your videos, which can increase your watch time, which ultimately helps increase with you monetizing your channel. And hopefully you're successful. I want to be successful on YouTube. Hey, if I can turn this to full time content creation and increase the quality of my videos and be a full time YouTube content creator within my industry of the commercial cleaning business, I'm not opposed to that at all. Number 10, analytics and insight. So, YouTube analytics provide valuable data on viewer demographics, your watch time of your videos, engagement metrics, how your videos are performing overall, and understanding these insights helps tailor content to better serve your audience. So, we're coming up and approaching the hour of this live. I just want to say thank you. I appreciate it. I am Winston Ijust McIntosh, the owner, the founder of JMD Janitorial, who powers the Clean Sweep podcast. And today we did a simultaneous live stream for this episode, which is number 14, and unveiling the power of YouTube and the 10 reasons why branding your cleaning business on YouTube is essential. So, with that being said, thank you. I appreciate you watching. And once again, peace all and be victorious.